Did you know that snakes can swim? Subscribe to Zarpado, and let's start with this amazing marathon of facts. Influencer Jay Alvarez took the fun to the next level by placing a trampoline in the sky. Suspended between hot air balloons, it was used to jump over the clouds. The video left people for miles around in awe of the daring aerial feat. Extreme madness that blends adrenaline. In the Netherlands, a unique event takes place in which participants riding tandem bicycles attempt to cross water using a narrow floating bridge. This challenge, which combines skill, balance, and teamwork, attracts numerous spectators every year. Riders must coordinate perfectly to maintain their balance while crossing the bridge, turning the event into an exciting and laugh-filled competition. Brock Davis, a creative and artist originally from the United States, has distinguished himself by transforming common elements into surprising artistic pieces that challenge traditional ways of seeing the world. His talent is manifest in a variety of areas, such as photography, sculpture, illustration, and graphic design, merging techniques and concepts to create innovative and unique projects. Australia is home to a species of spider called the peacock spider, recognized for its vibrant colors and truly unique courtship dance. This small creature displays its abdomen, adorned with striking patterns, performing hypnotic movements to attract a mate. Its nuptial behavior is a visual spectacle that stands out in the arachnid world. A revolutionary 787-foot-long mobile bridge has been designed and built in Switzerland. It features a 96-wheel system for easy movement. This ingenious bridge is used to cover areas of the road that are being repaired, thus avoiding the need to completely close off traffic. In the city-state of Singapore, the Park Royal Hotel resembles a tropical forest more than a conventional building. Thanks to its lush, suspended gardens and avant-garde architectural design, this accommodation stands out as one of the most impressive in the world. Its ambiance combines nature and modernity, creating a green refuge amidst the hustle and bustle of the city. Hans Steininger is famous for sporting the longest beard ever recorded. His impressive facial hair became a distinctive symbol that made him stand out in history. The water deer, native to China, popularly known as the vampire deer because of its sharp fangs, is a unique creature within the animal kingdom for being completely antlerless. This mammal lives primarily in regions of China and Korea, where it inhabits forested and humid areas. Sadly, its population has declined considerably, placing it in a critically endangered status. The impressive tidal borehole located in Shantung, China, holds the title of the largest in the world. This natural spectacle attracts thousands of tourists each year who are amazed by the tremendous force and constant movement of the waters that rush forward with great energy. The combination of currents and tides creates a unique dynamic phenomenon. In China, century eggs represent an ancient culinary tradition that involves preserving eggs buried in a special mixture of clay, ash, and rice husks for a period that can vary from weeks to months. As the days pass, the yolk of the egg takes on a dark green hue, while the white turns into a brownish, gelatinous substance. After this process, this surprising food is eaten. The Grand Hyatt Shanghai is unlike any other hotel. Located on the top floor of the imposing Jinmao Tower, it offers spectacular panoramic views that encompass the entire metropolis. Its interior architecture blends the splendor of the Art Deco style with the sophistication of Chinese culture, creating a unique and refined atmosphere. Flying fish comprise more than 50 different species and are known for their unique ability to glide over water. This curious behavior begins when they reach speeds of approximately 60 kilometers per hour beneath the sea surface. Upon surfacing, they unfurl their front fins, which function like wings, allowing them to glide through the air. Australian native blue bees, although they don't produce honey, play a key role in the pollination of various plants. These tiny creatures, which grow to between 10 and 12 millimeters in length, are responsible for fertilizing approximately 30% of the country's agricultural crops. Unlike social bees, they lead solitary lives, which doesn't diminish their ecological importance. In Cambodia, a young elephant named Chuk, approximately 11 years old, has regained much of his mobility thanks to an innovative prosthesis. After losing one of its legs due to a trap set by poachers, this majestic animal was fitted with an artificial leg made from recycled tires. This ecological and functional solution has allowed it to move around with greater autonomy and comfort, improving its quality of life. The Mangalika pig, also nicknamed the sheep pig due to its distinctive curly and fluffy coat, has its roots in Hungary. This breed of pig is especially recognized for the superior quality of its meat, highly prized in gastronomy for its flavor and texture. Its unique woolly coat gives it a unique appearance that clearly differentiates it from other common pigs. The Authors Your Email campaign, created by Visit Iceland, offers a unique experience for visitors to the island. During their vacation, travelers can let Icelandic horses handle their emails. These animals walk across a giant, specially designed keyboard, triggering automatic responses that inform senders of the user's absence. The Hand of the Desert is a monumental work located in the arid Atacama Desert, Chile, designed by national sculptor Mario Irarrázaval. This structure reaches a height of 11 meters and depicts a giant hand that appears to rise directly from the sand. Its interpretation varies, and it can be seen as an emblem of the human condition and vulnerability, or as an expression of pain and inequality. Rajachena Van Dam stands out as an exceptional artist, renowned for her skill in the art of drawing. She possesses a remarkable ability to work on multiple paintings simultaneously, thanks to her meticulous method and painstaking attention to every detail. Her mastery of various painting techniques allows her to handle several projects simultaneously, optimizing her time with admirable discipline. In Thailand, the Padang community, popularly known as the Giraffe Women, is known for a unique and visually striking tradition. From childhood, these women wear metal rings around their necks that, over time, compress their collarbones and elevate the appearance of an elongated, elegant neck. This ancient practice is a symbol of cultural identity and beauty within their group. Nicknamed Pescat's parrot, this peculiar parrot lives exclusively in the high peaks of New Guinea. It sports striking scarlet and jet black plumage, accompanied by a bare face and an arched beak that evokes a sinister, almost theatrical aesthetic. Its appearance evokes the figure of a vampiric aristocrat from another century. This bird grows to a length of nearly 18 inches, and its body weight varies between 1.5 and 1.75 pounds. The dizzying Atmosphere Tower, located in the Liseberg theme park in Gothenburg, Sweden, commands awe with its colossal 380-foot structure. This monstrous freefall attraction is among the tallest in Europe. Those brave enough to climb it experience an adrenaline rush from such a height. Immerse yourself in the astonishing universe of the Interlace, an architectural gem conceived by OMA and Ol Sheeran that breaks with convention. This unique residential complex in Singapore leaves monotonous skyscrapers behind, interlacing 31 six-story blocks in a hexagonal pattern that generates 8 spacious open courtyards. With a total of 1,040 housing units, it redefines urban living with spaces that promote community and connection. Can you imagine going to the bottom of the sea and having a shrimp clean your teeth like your personal dentist? Well, that's what cleaner shrimps do. These crustaceans live in tropical reefs and set up cleaning stations. Their fish literally line up to be dewormed. When the client arrives, the shrimp inspects them, cleans their mouth, gills, and even the inside of their teeth. It's a marine beauty center with more ethics than some dentists. It's known that he's blind, but what few people know is that Stevie Wonder composed, recorded, and produced several of his hits. Single-handedly, he played every instrument: drums, bass, keyboards, harmonica, vocals, percussion, everything. On albums like Music of My Mind and Inner Visions, Stevie would lock himself in the studio, recording each instrument layer by ear and muscle memory. Megan Washington, one of Australia's most powerful voices, has suffered from a severe stutter since she was a child. But when she sings, it completely disappears. Her brain, when it enters musical mode, ignores the blocks that prevent her from speaking fluently. She explained it in a TED Talk that went viral, and her story inspired millions of people with speech disorders. Newport County goalkeeper Tom King scored a goal from his own penalty area in 2021. The ball traveled over 315 feet. The wind helped, but no one expected the ball to bounce once and slip past the opposing goalkeeper. It was so incredible that FIFA recognized it as the longest goal in professional soccer history, a shot that literally needed GPS. In 1998, during the final of a tournament in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, lightning struck the field and killed an entire team, except for the opposing team. The event left 11 players dead instantly, while the opposing team's players were unharmed. The tragedy was so strange that rumors of witchcraft began to circulate, and the league was suspended for months. During a tense scene in Django Unchained, Leonardo DiCaprio angrily slams a table and cuts his hand on a real broken glass. But instead of stopping, he continued acting with his hand bleeding, even wiping blood off an actress's face, who also ad-libbed. The shot was so brutal that Quentin Tarantino decided to include it in the film, even praising him for his absolute dedication. To prepare for his role in The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger voluntarily isolated himself for 6 weeks in a hotel room with no contact with anyone. He kept a journal in which he wrote psychotic thoughts as if he were the Joker. He even practiced laughing in front of the mirror for hours. His performance was so intense that his journal included phrases like, "Madness is like gravity," and many believe the role contributed to his subsequent emotional downfall. Meet Midas, the little feline who has won hearts worldwide thanks to her 4 unique ears. This beautiful Russian blue was rescued in Turkey a year ago and has since lived under the loving care of her current protector. Her unique appearance has made her a true celebrity on social media and international media. Meet Tira, a zebra unique in her species due to her unusual pattern. Instead of the classic stripes, her body is covered with distinctive moles. This natural rarity is due to a phenomenon called melanism, which is the opposite effect of albinism. In this case, the skin accumulates a greater amount of melanin, the dark pigment responsible for its unique coloration. Joshua Vides has distinguished himself in the visual art world for his ability to transform ordinary cars into comic book-like artwork. His unique style carefully blends vinyl with hand-painted paint to transform three-dimensional vehicles into flat, cartoon-like images. Using this technique, his creations defy perception, making the cars appear as moving animated illustrations. Big Beach, also known as Big Major Cay, is an uninhabited islet located in the charming Exumas within the Bahamas. What truly makes it stand out isn't its tropical landscapes, but its curious residents, a group of wild pigs. These peculiar animals have gained worldwide attention for their strange behavior, as they swim freely in the turquoise waters surrounding the island. Burnout Smilde, a creator originally from the Netherlands, has devised an innovative method for generating clouds within enclosed spaces. His technique combines smoke and steam, while carefully adjusting temperature and humidity conditions to form these ephemeral clouds that remain visible for only brief moments, just long enough to capture them in a photograph. Located in Queenstown, New Zealand, is the Nevis Swing, recognized as the world's most impressive swing, hanging at a height of approximately 525 feet. This extreme attraction allows users to experience speeds exceeding 75 miles per hour, offering a unique adrenaline rush. Felix Semper has gained worldwide fame thanks to his innovative sculptures made entirely of paper, which are notable for their ability to stretch and bend like living objects. These pieces are composed of thousands of sheets carefully stacked and joined together, giving them a surprising elasticity similar to that of an accordion. Snow, a beer virtually unknown outside of China, holds the title of the best-selling beer worldwide. Its success is not due to global popularity, but to its huge local market and affordable price. With millions of liters consumed each year, this brand has won over Chinese consumers due to its low cost, making it a preferred choice in the country. This man is planting a kiss on the famous Blarney Stone. Every year, crowds of visitors flock to the small town of Blarney, located a few kilometers north of Cork City, to participate in this unique tradition. According to legend, those who kiss this ancient stone are blessed with the ability to speak with great fluency and persuasion. Sashimono is a traditional Japanese method that allows people to build wooden furniture and structures without nails or screws. This technique involves fitting pieces of wood together using carefully designed joints, which can range from basic connections to extremely elaborate and detailed systems. Thanks to this assembly system, the pieces are firmly held together by their precision and shape alone. Rising to 741 feet, Sutherland Falls, located in New Zealand, is known for having the most impressive continuous drop in terms of the amount of water cascading down. Its height is nearly twice that of the famous Victoria Falls, located in Africa. This impressive waterfall is astonishing not only for its size, but also for the force and volume it unleashes when it plunges. Sandblasting is a procedure in which abrasive particles are projected at high speed against a surface to remove coatings such as paint, corrosion, or embedded dirt. This technique stands out for its high efficiency in cleaning and preparing materials, especially metals, before further treatment. However, due to the power of the jet and the abrasive nature of the particles, it is essential to take rigorous safety precautions. Recently, scientists in Taiwan have identified a new species called Mycena subcyanocephala, a type of fungus characterized by its striking blue hue. This microscopic organism grows in tropical areas, adapting to the region's humid and warm climates. It is notable for being one of the smallest fungi in the world, almost imperceptible to the naked eye. In China, there's a unique stable museum that looks like something straight out of a movie. This place houses 47 elite horse breeds from around the world, each bred and cared for under luxurious standards. The museum not only highlights the beauty and nobility of these animals, but also provides an educational and visual experience for visitors. The blue jellyfish, known for its vibrant color, is a common species in the waters off the east coast of Australia. This jellyfish is famous for its almost translucent appearance and its venomous tentacles, which can cause painful stings. Although its presence is common in the region, swimmers should be cautious when encountering it. A man who won the biggest jackpot at a Singapore casino, a staggering $4 million, suffered cardiac arrest almost immediately after receiving the news. Authorities indicated that the intense emotion and shock of his victory were key factors contributing to his death. Although the man had achieved a great feat, the euphoria of his triumph proved too much for his heart. The Hemeroplanes Triptolamus caterpillar, known as the dragonhead caterpillar, employs a unique defense strategy. When threatened, it extends part of its body to mimic a snake's head, complete with fake eyes and scales that deceive predators. This camouflage is highly effective, helping the caterpillar avoid attacks. The oarfish is a marine fish with an extremely long and slender body that can reach up to 36 feet in length. It lives in deep waters and is known for its elegant swimming, moving through the water with smooth, fluid undulations of its body. Due to its size and behavior in such deep waters, it is a rarely seen species. The giant gray moth caterpillar is the larval stage of one of the largest moths in the world. During this stage, it effectively camouflages itself with its surroundings, adopting colors and shapes that make it almost invisible among branches and leaves. Upon completing its metamorphosis, it emerges as a large moth with a wingspan that can exceed 12 inches. Parmigiano Reggiano, considered the king of cheeses, is a traditional Italian product originating in the regions of Parma, Reggio Emilia, Modena, and parts of Bologna and Mantua. This firm aged cheese is made solely from pure cow's milk without any preservatives or additives. Pambazo is a typical Mexican specialty, famous for being stuffed and covered with a guajillo-based sauce. This dish is very popular at celebrations and at street food stalls. Its distinctive feature is the bread's compact and sturdy texture, which allows it to soak up the sauce without breaking easily. Salamanders lay their eggs in gelatinous masses commonly found in aquatic environments such as ponds, streams, or temporary lagoons. However, certain species prefer to lay their eggs in terrestrial areas with high humidity to ensure their development. These reproductive adaptations allow salamanders to maximize the survival of their offspring in different habitats and environmental conditions. In Busan, South Korea, there is a unique transportation system called Sky Capsule, designed to offer tourists a unique visual experience. These capsules, which travel at a leisurely speed of 3 miles per hour, allow travelers to enjoy panoramic views of the coast from above. Each capsule has space for 4 people, creating an intimate and relaxed atmosphere. In 1985, the British company Sinclair Vehicles, led by Sir Clive Sinclair, introduced an innovative electric personal transport vehicle. The model, known as the Sinclair C5, stood out for its avant-garde appearance and compact size. Designed for a single person, it offered a unique driving experience, as the user sat semi-recumbent while driving. McDermott's Castle in Ireland was built over 500 years ago in the center of a small island. This enigmatic site has housed fortifications since the 12th century. Today, it is protected as a national monument for its great historical value. The existence of the pink-eyed grasshopper is not a myth, but a fascinating reality. If you are ever fortunate enough to come across one, you should be very alert and avoid blinking more than once, as they are extremely elusive. Unfortunately, the probability of finding one of these specimens is extremely low, with an estimated occurrence of only 1 in every 500 common grasshoppers. Amaury Guichon has achieved worldwide recognition for his sweet creations, where he impeccably fuses visual beauty with exquisite flavors, giving life to authentic pieces of art that can be savored. Using innovative and advanced methods, he transforms ingredients into creations that surprise both the eye and the palate. In the Egyptian capital, Cairo, a large part of the economy revolves around the management and recycling of waste generated by its approximately 10 million inhabitants. Many families facing severe poverty survive by collecting and sorting various types of garbage into enormous mountains of waste. This arduous work is carried out under the extreme conditions of not having water or electricity. In the United Kingdom, the consumption of abalone, also known as abalone, is subject to strict legal regulations due to its delicate conservation status. Intense commercial exploitation, driven primarily by high demand in Asian markets, has drastically reduced its natural populations. In the remote valley of the Bavona River, located in Switzerland, lies Ferolio, a picturesque village that operates without electricity, preserving a simple and traditional lifestyle. Its inhabitants only come during certain seasons to enjoy the tranquility and natural beauty of the place. This enclave is characterized by its ancient stone dwellings and an impressive waterfall that drops 262 feet. The cobalt blue tarantula originates from Thailand and Burma. Its vibrant blue exoskeleton distinguishes it as one of the most impressive and striking spiders in the world. Despite its striking appearance, this arachnid tends to be secretive and avoids contact with humans. However, its spectacular coloration makes it hard to miss in its natural habitat. There's a giant pool shaped like a toilet, and it's the largest in the world. This eccentric place invites you to have fun with splashes and laughter. It's designed with enormous details that mimic a bathroom on a colossal scale. Mika Takishima, a 94-year-old native of Japan, started her exercise routine at 65. Over the course of 4 years, she managed to lose 33 pounds, significantly transforming her lifestyle and health. Driven by her dedication and results, at 87, she became a certified fitness instructor, sharing her passion and knowledge with others. The mossy frog has an uncanny talent for blending into its surroundings, thanks to its rough, textured skin, which resembles a piece of moss stuck to a rock. This characteristic allows it to blend seamlessly into the natural landscape, making it an expert in the art of camouflage. By adopting this appearance, it avoids easy detection by potential enemies, thus increasing its chances of survival. There is a strange phenomenon in nature where certain land snails end up transformed into creatures that look like something out of a horror movie. They are known as zombie snails. This occurs when they are invaded by a parasite, a type of flatworm with very specific tactics. This intruder lodges itself in the snail's tentacles, transforming them into swollen, vibrant appendages with striking colors like green and yellow. Japanese visual artist Haruhiko Kawaguchi has captured the world's attention with his provocative photographic compositions that challenge the boundaries between the body and the environment. His best-known work, titled Flesh Love, consists of portraits of couples completely wrapped in vacuum-wrapped plastic, generating a sense of enclosure and bodily fusion. This method creates disturbing, almost sculptural silhouettes that appear to float in a timeless space. Pipeline, the surf coaster, opening in 2023 at SeaWorld Orlando, is a revolutionary attraction that has changed the way we experience roller coasters. This innovative design allows visitors to stand upright while enjoying a special suspension system that recreates the sensation of riding waves. With speeds that can reach up to 60 miles per hour and a structure that rises 110 feet above the ground, it offers a unique and spectacular appearance. The Lady Amherst pheasant, native to the mountainous regions of southwestern China and Burma, is known for its spectacular and unique appearance. Males sport multicolored plumage that combines metallic green hues with a snowy belly, complemented by a long tail displaying a black and white checkered pattern. Their necks are adorned with white and dark feathers that can spread out in a fan shape, creating a stunning visual effect. The comal, made of volcanic rock, is an ancient utensil that is an essential part of traditional cooking in various regions of Latin America, especially Mexico. This handcrafted griddle, carved from volcanic rock, has the ability to retain heat for long periods and distribute it evenly. Thanks to these properties, it is perfect for preparing tortillas, roasting chilies, cooking meats, or browning vegetables with an authentic flavor. Baird's tapir, recognized as the largest terrestrial mammal in Central America, is part of the unique tapir family. Its robust build is complemented by short legs and an elongated, agile snout that it uses to collect leaves, fruits, and shoots in its natural habitat. This animal exhibits dark, almost brown fur, contrasting with a prominent light patch on its throat and chest. The Baird's tapir is a small reptile that inhabits the arid Australian deserts, notable for its unique appearance and remarkable adaptation to extreme conditions. Its body is covered in an armor of sharp spines that serve a dual purpose, protecting it from potential attackers and helping it collect water. These spines can capture moisture from the air and carefully channel it into its mouth, allowing it to survive in an environment where water is scarce. Lizards have a surprising ability to free themselves from their enemies using a technique called autotomy. This mechanism allows them to voluntarily detach their tails when confronted by a predator. Once detached, the tail continues moving for a few seconds, distracting the attacker and giving the lizard time to flee. Rob Spence, a filmmaker from Canada, transformed a personal tragedy into an extraordinary innovation. After losing his right eye in a childhood shotgun accident, he decided to replace his prosthesis with a wireless micro camera. With the help of technology experts, he managed to embed the device in his eye socket. Although he did not regain his sight, he can now capture images from a unique and radical angle. The Samsung Bot Chef is an advanced robot designed to make kitchen tasks easier. introduced by the technology company Samsung. This culinary assistant is designed to collaborate alongside people, performing tasks such as chopping ingredients, mixing food, adding spices, and cooking with great precision. Controlled through simple voice commands, it can easily be integrated into any home's daily routine. Ibrahim Yücel, originally from Turkey, became famous in 2013 thanks to an unconventional solution to quitting the smoking habit. After more than 2 decades of smoking 2 packs a day, he created an innovative metal helmet that fit over his head, blocking his ability to light cigarettes. Every morning, he would put this structure in place and hand the keys to his wife, who guarded them to prevent him from removing it without her permission. Al-Rashid Lettering stands out as a creator who transforms simple signatures and logos into authentic artistic expressions. His work has captured the attention of more than 1 million followers, who admire the fusion of typography and creativity that he captures in each design. Through his profile, he showcases an impressive variety of pieces that transform the everyday into something visually striking. The hairy frogfish stands out for its unique appearance, reminiscent of a creature covered in tufts of filaments. This marine species uses its distinctive fur to blend perfectly with its surroundings, such as coral reefs and sponges, managing to go unnoticed by predators and prey. In the arid heart of the Atacama Desert in Chile lies one of the most impressive earth-carved figures of the ancient world, the so-called Atacama Giant. This colossal geoglyph, approximately 282 feet long, represents a stylized human figure and extends over the slope of Unita Hill. It is estimated to have been created between the 11th and 15th centuries by Andean civilizations such as the Tiwanaku and the Incas. The saline pools of the Siwa Oasis in Egypt are pools of extremely salty water and a vibrant turquoise hue set amidst the desolate desert environment. Thanks to the high salinity, visitors can easily float in its waters, similar to the experience of the Dead Sea. This characteristic gives it a special charm and makes it a highly prized natural destination for tourists and adventurers. Pallas's cat is a small wild cat that resides in the vast steppes and mountainous elevations of Central Asia. Its main characteristic is its abundant, fluffy fur with shades of gray mixed with brown, which helps it stay warm in cold environments and blend in with the rock formations of its natural environment. This feline is very stealthy and adapted to life in harsh climates. The Inca tern is a marine bird found along the Pacific coast of South America, stretching from Ecuador to northern Chile and Peru. It is distinguished by its mostly white body, dark head, and a black stripe that frames its eyes, giving it a very distinctive appearance. This bird is usually seen near the sea, where it feeds and nests, perfectly adapted to its coastal environment. Mogadishu has sea, beaches, and palm trees, but don't be fooled, it's one of the most dangerous cities on the planet. Since the 1990s, it has been under constant armed conflict, the presence of militias, attacks, bombings, and a failed state. Even so, there are families, children, and shopkeepers trying to live normally there. In certain neighborhoods, a bomb explosion is as common as a rooster's crow. We're not kidding. There's a fish that has facial features that resemble humans. It was filmed in a lake in China, and its scales and markings resembled 2 eyes, a nose, and even a human mouth. The creature went viral for resembling a kind of aquatic spy in disguise. It's a mutated koi carp that develops such a strange pattern that seen from above, it feels like someone is watching you from below. Remember stick insects? Well, this one went one better. It's an insect that camouflages itself as a leaf, rotten. The dead leaf katydid has developed a form of camouflage so perfect that it even fools humans. It not only mimics the shape of a leaf, but also its spots, gnawed edges, and even holes. Its camouflage is so detailed that it looks like it's been stalking a forest floor for weeks. The green basilisk, also known as the Jesus lizard, has a miraculous ability. It can run on the surface of the water, Its hind legs have a special shape with lateral scales that open when they hit the water, creating a kind of mini air platform. It runs so fast that its legs barely sink, and it can advance several meters before submerging. If you're in the jungle and hear a scream that sounds like something out of a horror movie, it's probably not a demon, but a squalling piha, a South American bird known for having the loudest and most horrendous call in the animal kingdom. Its cry can reach up to 116 decibels, the equivalent of a running chainsaw. It doesn't sing an alarm call. It uses it to mark territory and attract a mate, although no one knows how that wins someone over. Suriname frogs, or pipa pipa, have a very peculiar reproductive method. Instead of laying eggs in water and developing as tadpoles, the young develop inside the mother's skin in honeycomb-like pouches or depressions, incubating the eggs on her back. After about 12 to 20 weeks, the young emerge fully formed as small frogs, bypassing the tadpole stage. It's amazing to watch their young emerge from her back. The Queen frontman wasn't just a legend, he was a warrior to the last chord. In 1991, already weakened by AIDS, Freddie Mercury recorded Mother Love, Barely Able to Stand. His voice was still incredible, but the wear and tear was evident. In fact, he didn't manage to finish the entire song. The last verse was finished by his bandmate Brian May, because Freddie died shortly after. It's literally a song that died with him. In 2002, during a match in Madagascar, the SO Lemurn Club scored 149 goals. On purpose. Why? They were protesting refereeing decisions from the previous tournament, so as a sign of repudiation, they scored goals against themselves from the very first minute. The other team, AS Hadima, didn't touch the ball for almost the entire match. They just watched their opponents self-destruct. In a match in Bolivia in 2020, a stray dog entered the field and stole one of the players' loot, running across the field with it between its teeth. The referee stopped the game, but no one could catch it. The dog was so elusive that the fans started applauding as if it were Messi, and even gave it a symbolic medal. After the match, a footballer from the home team adopted it, from invader to official mascot. Winston Churchill Avenue, located in Gibraltar, is distinguished by a truly unique feature. It crosses the main runway of the local airport. This unusual layout means that both vehicular traffic and air operations must be carefully coordinated to coexist in the same space. When an airplane prepares to take off or land, the flow of vehicles momentarily stops, creating a rare interaction between ground and air transportation. The date fruit stands out as one of the fruit's richest in natural sugars. Its high sweetness makes it a concentrated source of energy, frequently used as a natural sweetener in various culinary preparations. Unlike other fruits, its intense flavor and sticky texture are due precisely to these sugars, primarily fructose and glucose. Cashew birds, native exclusively to New Caledonia in the South Pacific, are unique, flightless creatures. Their appearance is unmistakable. They sport soft gray plumage and an elegant crest that gives them a striking and unusual appearance. They have a slender body and long legs, ideal adaptations for moving nimbly through the forested ground where they live. Simon Berger, a Swiss native, has revolutionized contemporary art by using glass as his primary medium of expression, not by shaping it, but by intentionally breaking it. Using hammers and precision tools, he manipulates transparent surfaces to form detailed portraits and images through the cracks. Each blow is calculated, transforming the fragility of the material into a striking form of visual beauty. The humphead wrasse is a marine giant residing in the vibrant reefs of the Indo-Pacific, notable for its imposing presence. It can grow to over 2 meters in length, making it one of the largest fish in its environment. Its most striking feature is a prominent protuberance on its forehead, resembling a helmet or crown, which gives it a unique and easily identifiable silhouette. At a private auction, Nicolas Cage paid $276,000 for a Tyrannosaurus Rex skull, which he placed in his mansion. He later discovered it had been stolen from Mongolia by fossil dealers. Cage's reaction? He wasn't angry. He voluntarily returned it to the Asian country. But for years, he became a living meme for being the actor who sleeps with an illegal dinosaur. To portray the last of the Mohicans, Daniel Day-Lewis lived in the forest for several months, hunting his own food, wearing handmade clothing, and refusing to use modern objects. He refused to even sleep in a bed or eat with cutlery. His commitment was so extreme that he also learned to make wooden canoes from scratch. Acting wasn't enough for him. He had to become the character. Crazy as it may sound, there are areas in Antarctica where snow hasn't fallen for millions of years. They're called the McMurdo Dry Valleys, and they're so arid that even microbes can't easily survive. This polar desert has exposed soil, devoid of ice or vegetation, and winds so intense that they evaporate any remaining moisture. Although they appear light and fluffy, an average cloud can hold more than 500,000 kilograms of water. That's as if you were watching 100 African elephants floating overhead. How do they not fall? Because the vapor is suspended in microscopic droplets distributed over a vast area. Beneath the colorful streets of Guanajuato, Mexico, lies a dark and fascinating secret, a museum that hauntingly houses the dead. These are not mere artistic representations, but 111 actual mummies, naturally preserved thanks to the region's dry, warm conditions. These mummies, which were discovered in the local catacombs, offer a chilling glimpse into the life and death of those who lived centuries past. Enrique Olvera is an emblematic figure of contemporary Mexican cuisine, renowned for masterfully reinventing his country's culinary roots. Trained at the prestigious Culinary Institute of America in New York, he has taken ancestral flavors to new heights. In 2000, he opened the acclaimed Pujol restaurant in Mexico City, a true cathedral of flavor. Guillermo del Toro's creative home in Los Angeles is a parallel universe where cinema, dreams, and the sinister converge. This peculiar refuge is filled with eerie sculptures, unique works of art, ancient tomes, and relics that evoke his cinematic worlds. Every corner exudes a gothic and theatrical atmosphere, as if it were the setting for a dark tale. Meet Thomas Wetters, known for having the most impressive and enormous nose ever documented, measuring 10.6 inches. This extraordinary characteristic led him to be included in the old book Anomalies and Curiosities of Medicine, which compiled unusual medical cases. Wetters currently holds the Guinness World Record for the world's longest nose. A detailed wax replica of his nose is also on display at Ripley's Believe It or Not. In the heart of Lake Kokora, located in New South Wales, Australia, a natural formation resembling a tree of life has appeared, floating on the surface. This curious aquatic figure fascinates with its symbolic resemblance, as if nature had painted an emblem of renewal and connection. The image captures the attention of locals and visitors, awakening admiration and mystery. Imagine living in a place where the ground bubbled with sulfuric acid, the air stank of rotten eggs, and the temperature averaged over 113 degrees Fahrenheit almost year-round. That's Dalal, an alien landscape located in the Danakil Desert. The water is so acidic it can melt metal. Yet there are nearby settlements of tribes clinging to harvesting salt in this natural furnace. Norilsk is located above the Arctic Circle and was originally built by prisoners of the Soviet Gulag. Its air is so laden with sulfur dioxide and heavy metals that the rain falls acidic and the snow can turn black or red. The place is so polluted that trees no longer grow around it. During the winter, there are entire weeks without seeing the sun, with temperatures as low as minus 67 degrees Fahrenheit. It seems like any other African village until you check the blood tests of its children. Kabwe, Zambia, was a lead mining center for decades, and today the entire area is contaminated. The dust that is breathed in and sticks to the skin contains extremely high levels of heavy metals, Lead, a neurotoxin, affects children's cognitive development, and they are born with learning, mobility, and vision problems. And most disturbing, the mine closed years ago, but the waste remains. The T-bone steak is a cut of meat famous for its distinctive T-shaped silhouette, the result of the bone dividing two different types of muscle. On one side, the sirloin, known for its tenderness and juiciness, and on the other, the short loin, or New York strip, prized for its firm texture and intense flavor. This cut is obtained from the lumbar region of the cattle and offers a culinary experience that fuses the best of both cuts, combining tenderness and flavor in a single piece. When you think of a bat, you probably imagine it flying at night, but the common vampire bat goes one step further. Not only does it feed on blood, but it walks using its wings as legs, almost like a satanic fowl. This bat is one of the few mammals that can perform agile terrestrial movements, allowing it to sneak up on its sleeping prey, pierce the skin with its sharp teeth, and lick the blood. What if I told you there's a lizard that can fly, and also looks like a reptilian version of Goku when it stands up with its arms spread wide? Introducing the Draco volans, also known as the flying dragon. This mini dragon from Southeast Asia doesn't need bird wings to soar through the air. It has extended ribs that support wing-like membranes, allowing it to glide from tree to tree up to 33 feet away. There are fathers who give everything for their children, and then there's the arowana, a fish that keeps its eggs in its mouth until they hatch. It literally acts as a living incubator for weeks without eating. During that time, the male stops feeding so as not to accidentally swallow his young. When the little fish are ready, the father opens his mouth and releases them, like a bag of live popcorn. It seems like an unimportant backstage fact, until you discover that Ariana Grande has banned bananas from her dressing rooms. She's been clear in interviews. She dislikes the smell so much that she can't even be in the same room with one. Her assistants have revealed that this is included in the writer's clauses in the show contract. Just as others ask for water bottles, she asks for 0 bananas. Superhero alter ego? Sort of. Beyoncé has confessed that for years she used a persona called Sasha Fierce to get on stage and overcome her nerves. She said that she, like Beyoncé, was shy, but when the show came around, she would mentally transform into Sasha, a powerful, confident, and dominant diva. She later abandoned that alter ego, but used it as a psychological tool to conquer the pop world. Many people think she had 2 colored eyes, but that's not true. What David Bowie actually suffered from was anisocoria, a condition where one pupil, the left one, is much larger than the other. This was the result of a fight in his teens over a girl. Another young man punched him in the eye, damaging the muscle that controls dilation. The result was the hypnotic visual effect that became part of his identity. In the 1980s, it was revealed that Michael Jackson had a hyperbaric capsule in his home, a type of medical chamber with pressurized oxygen. Its goal, to slow aging and improve cellular health. A leaked photo showed him asleep inside the capsule, sparking rumors of immortality, eccentricities, and bizarre theories. Although he didn't use it all the time, he was one of the first celebrities to experiment with this type of technology. When the album When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go came out, many thought it was produced in a mega studio. But no, Billie and her brother Phineas recorded much of it in her bedroom, using a bed as a sound barrier. The microphone hung from the ceiling. Billie recorded lying down, and they used curtains to control the acoustics. A global superstar born between pillows, proving you don't need a multi-million-dollar studio to break the bank. In a key promotion match in Tanzania, the home team was losing 1-0 when, out of nowhere, a swarm of bees attacked the field. Players and referees ran for their lives. The visiting team refused to continue playing for safety reasons, but the league declared a defeat due to abandonment, and the home team won and was promoted. Since then, the club has been known as the Bee Blessed. In the 2006 World Cup, referee Graham Poll made one of the most bizarre errors in history. In the match between Croatia and Australia, he showed Croatian Josip Šimunić 3 yellow cards without even showing him a red card. Poles simply forgot that he had already booked him twice. He left him on the field until after the 3rd yellow card, he finally reacted. After the death of journalist and writer Hunter S. Thompson, his close friend Johnny Depp paid more than $3 million to have his ashes launched into the sky from a giant cannon from a 47-meter tower. The ceremony included fireworks, speeches from actors, and whiskey by the gallon. Depp said it was the only farewell worthy of him. A friendship so intense that it became the craziest funeral in Hollywood. In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach in Somerton, Australia. He had no documents, tags, or visible wounds. In his pocket was a piece of paper with the words "Tamam Shud." Behind the seat of his car, a book of coded messages was found. To this day, it is unknown who he was or why he died. Imagine diving into the waters of the Gulf of Mexico, exploring the seafloor, and suddenly discovering a lake in the middle of the ocean. This is not a fairy tale. There is an astonishing natural phenomenon known as the lake under the sea. This lake is composed of salt water and methane, and it does not mix with the surrounding ocean water. The most surprising thing is that, for both divers and snorkelers, it looks like a real lake, with its own shores right at the bottom of the sea. In the United States, a legend circulates about Tecumseh's curse, which holds that all presidents elected in years, ending in 0, have died during their term. This strange coincidence began with the election of William Henry Harrison in 1840, who died shortly after taking office. Throughout history, other presidents such as Abraham Lincoln, assassinated in 1860, James Garfield, assassinated in 1880, William McKinley, assassinated in 1900, and John F. Kennedy, assassinated in 1960, were also victims of this curse. South Korea, although a small country in size, has become a superpower in terms of military technology, with impressive advancements such as robot soldiers, smart tanks, and state-of-the-art fighter jets. South Korea has demonstrated that technological innovation is key to strengthening its military power. The nation has invested heavily in the development of advanced technologies. Hinduism, one of the world's oldest and most diverse religions, boasts more than 33 million gods and goddesses. 33 million! It's as if every person in an entire country, like Canada, had their own personal god. The saltwater crocodile is known for having the strongest bite ever measured in the animal kingdom. Its closing pressure exceeds 52,600 pounds per square inch, capable of crushing bones with ease thanks to its powerful jaws. This gigantic reptile lives in regions of Asia and Australia, reaching sizes exceeding 20 feet in length. Discover the Route of Faces, a unique walk that crosses the lush pine forests of the Buendia Reservoir in Spain. Along the trail, you'll come across nearly 20 impressive sculptures carved directly into the rock, inviting you to let your creativity and imagination run wild. Each figure seems to come alive in the midst of nature, creating an unparalleled artistic and natural experience. The art of record-breaking can be as peculiar as it is surprising. Chanel Tapper boasts the world's longest tongue, measuring an impressive 3.8 inches in length. This measurement, taken from the upper lip to the tip of the tongue, has earned her several awards. One of her most notable skills is that, thanks to her tongue, she can lick her elbow, something most of us can't even attempt. In Austria, there is an impressive stairway to heaven that connects 2 rocky peaks via a 131-foot-high staircase. This via ferrata, known as the Himmlische Leiter, is located in the Dachstein region near Gossau and consists of metal rungs suspended from steel cables. It is not suitable for people with vertigo, as the sensation of height is dizzying. The Selkirk Rex is known as the sheep cat for its curly coat, the result of a natural mutation discovered in 1987. Unlike other Rex breeds, its curls are denser and fluffier, and even its whiskers curl. This breed combines exoticism with a calm and affectionate personality. ideal for those looking for an unusual cat who also loves cuddles. In Mongolia, the most extreme hangover remedy is an ancient concoction called sheep's eye and tomato juice, served cold in a glass. Tradition holds that this gelatinous and salty concoction, originating in the time of Genghis Khan, helps restore balance after a night of excess. It's a combination of superstition, ancient medicine, and stomach courage. Would you dare to try it? In the film world, a bald cap is that ingenious cap that transforms any actor into a bald man in a matter of minutes. Made of latex or ultra-thin silicone, it requires great precision to apply. First, the hair is hidden, then secured with professional glue, and then applied to mimic skin tone and texture. Sometimes even veins or shine are added for added realism. Kawasaki is developing a quadrupedal horse robot called Corleo, which uses hydrogen as its power source. This innovative all-terrain vehicle is designed to offer a new form of transportation with capabilities that make it ideal for difficult terrain. Scheduled for 2050, its futuristic design is reminiscent of robots in science fiction movies, merging advanced technology and sustainability. In Japan, New York City is home to the world's most expensive parking garage, priced at $300,000. This underground parking space is fully automated, allowing drivers to drop off or pick up their car at the touch of a button. This innovative parking system, known as Auto Valet, uses advanced technology to maximize space and efficiency. Have you ever seen a floating hologram in the air? Well, it exists. Boxon's volumetric display projects lifelike 3D holograms that you can observe from any angle. And the best part is, you can play video games inside those holograms. It's science fiction taken to the next level. Universal Studios has found a fun way to use robot dogs, turning them into dragons. They covered them in toothless costumes, the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, and the result is so realistic it looks like the movie's dragons have come to life. A futuristic touch that works magic on screen. Did you know there are meat-eating wasps? Although the adults prefer nectar, their young can't digest sugar. They need protein, so they hunt insects or scavenge for dead meat. A rather savage menu, but very effective for their survival. Do you know Frank Cannonball Richards? If not, prepare to be amazed. This carnival performer became a legend by allowing himself to be punched in the stomach in extreme ways, from jumps to hammer blows. And if that weren't enough, he allowed himself to be shot with a cannonball. He only did this twice a day because the pain was so brutal. A true spectacle buff, he passed away at the age of 81 in 1969. Here's some amazing technology. Bone conduction headphones transmit sound through the bones of the skull, allowing you to listen to music without using your eardrums. The vibrations travel through the jaw and skull to reach the brain. Although it's a brilliant innovation, it's important not to turn the volume up to maximum, as a loud noise can damage your hearing cells. In Madrid, Leo Bassi founded a church that worships a yellow rubber duck. That's right, the political church celebrates masses and events like weddings and baptisms, with the rubber duck considered a happy loser to whom they pay homage with their own liturgy. Leo Bassi, self-proclaimed Bishop of the Rubber Duck, has only one commandment: have a sense of humor. A very peculiar religion, no doubt. The Basenji is the only dog breed that doesn't bark, and it's quite a mystery. Originally from Central Africa, it communicates through howls, growls, and whines due to a peculiarity in its vocal cords, which are narrower than those of other dogs. This unique dog surprises with his way of expressing himself, without a single bark. At 99 years old, Betty Brussel has broken 3 world swimming records in the 100 and 104-year-old age categories. She beat the record by almost 4 minutes in the 437-yard freestyle, and that same day she also broke records in the 55-yard backstroke and 55-yard breaststroke. Her passion for swimming began at age 60, and since then, she has been a regular at her local pool twice a week. The Moscow guppy is a special strain of guppy fish, distinguished by its vibrant, uniform coloration across its body and fins. Developed through rigorous breeding processes in Russia, this specimen displays a variety of hues, from deep blue to black, green, and purple, depending on. Lada 65 is a Portuguese collective dedicated to teaching graffiti to seniors, with a special focus on women. Their goal is to promote social inclusion through art, providing participants with a way to express themselves creatively. In addition to empowering seniors, Lada 65 transforms urban spaces on a social art type, creating murals that reflect community stories and values. The Lake Crowley columns, located in California, are impressive geological formations that reach up to 20 feet in height. These unique structures were formed approximately 760,000 years ago as a result of volcanic eruptions and the action of steam. The columns are connected by natural arches, creating a dramatic and fascinating landscape. Edson Aurelio is a decorative painter recognized for his ability to transform blots into complex works of art. His unique style is characterized by giving shape and structure to what initially appears to be chaos, creating striking visual compositions full of detail. Through his technique, he manages to transform the abstract into something profoundly aesthetic, capturing the attention and admiration of those who observe his work. Wingsuit athletes defy gravity by jumping from great heights, using only their specialized suit to control their descent. Unlike other aerial sports, they do not rely on a parachute to slow their fall, but instead rely on the aerodynamics of their suit to maneuver and steer their flight. Mount Huashan in China is a sacred mountain famous for its extreme hiking trails. Its narrow paths, walkways suspended over chasms, and steep staircases offer both a physical and mental challenge. It attracts adrenaline-seeking adventurers as well as pilgrims seeking a spiritual connection. Steak tartare is a traditional French dish consisting of finely chopped raw beef. It is often accompanied by capers, onion, egg yolk, and a variety of seasonings, which enhance its fresh and delicate flavor. Served raw, it is prized for its freshness and the quality of the meat used. Although its preparation is simple, the combination of ingredients and the texture of the meat make this dish a unique experience for lovers of gourmet cuisine. In Romania, the Mary Cemetery of Săpunța challenges conventional ideas about final resting places by presenting a vibrant and colorful setting. Its graves, made of wooden planks painted mostly in a deep turquoise blue, are adorned with humorous drawings that reflect significant or funny moments in the lives of those who rest there. Ciabatta, originally from Italy, is a bread notable for its flat, rectangular shape. Its exterior features a crispy crust, while its interior is light and spongy, filled with large air spaces that give it a unique, airy texture. This bread is highly prized for its distinctive flavor and consistency. In the Amazon rainforest lives the Pirahun tribe, an isolated group with a unique characteristic. They have no words for counting. There is no one, two, or many. They only use vague terms like few or more than one. They also have no grammatical past or future tense in their language. They live in an eternal present. Linguists still don't understand how they can hunt, survive, and remember without number systems or time references. Saksun is a village lost between mountains and fjords in a frozen corner of the North Atlantic. The curious thing is that all their houses are covered with roofs of living grass. Yes, grass literally grows on the homes as if they were part of the landscape. This isn't just aesthetic, it serves as thermal and acoustic insulation, and even as a refuge for birds. It looks like a set from The Lord of the Rings, but it's 100% real. The white cobra, also known as the albino cobra, is a rare variant of the traditional cobra, distinguished by its white or cream-colored skin. This characteristic is due to a genetic change that prevents the production of the usual pigment, giving it a unique and standout appearance within its species. Clouds known as sky punch, or fall streak holes, are rare atmospheric phenomena that appear as large, rounded, or oval-shaped voids in the upper layers of the sky. This effect occurs in high clouds, such as altocumulus or cirrocumulus, when water that remains liquid at sub-zero temperatures abruptly freezes into ice crystals. Although forests are popularly considered the lungs of the planet, it's actually the oceans that play that vital role. These vast bodies of water generate between half and almost 4/5 of the oxygen we need to live, thanks to the photosynthetic activity of marine organisms like phytoplankton. The air car, developed by Klein Vision, represents a revolutionary advance in personal mobility by combining the capabilities of a car and an airplane into a single device. Equipped with a 1.6-liter BMW engine generating 160 horsepower, this hybrid vehicle can fly at speeds close to 125 miles per hour. It also offers an aerial range of nearly 620 miles, positioning it as a futuristic option for fast and versatile travel. The African elephant has the longest pregnancy of all animals, lasting 22 months. This extended period is necessary due to its size and the complex development of the fetal brain. During this time, the pregnant elephant allows its calf to grow sufficiently to survive in the wild. The long process also ensures that the newborn elephant has the physical and mental capabilities necessary to cope with life in the wild. The Dolce by Wyndham Hanoi Golden Lake is a luxury hotel in Hanoi, Vietnam, renowned for its unique and opulent design. Its facade is covered with more than 1.3 million square feet of 24-karat gold, earning it the title of the only hotel in the world with gold-plated tiles, according to the International Union of Records. The wristwatch for the blind is specifically designed to be a speaker that tells you the time when you need it. The blue-footed booby is a species of seabird that inhabits the Galapagos Islands. Its most distinctive feature is its bright blue feet, which become even more intense during courtship season. Males display their feet in a courtship ritual, where the more vibrant the blue, the more attractive the individual is considered. Quad ball, formerly known as Quidditch, is a sport inspired by the Harry Potter universe. It is played between two teams of 7 players each, who must maneuver with sticks between their legs. The main objective is to score points by throwing a ball through hoops located at the ends of the field, while the snitch, a ball tied to a neutral runner, must be caught to score additional points. The Dragon Reservoir, located in the Alentejo region of Portugal, is a body of water notable for its serpentine, dragon-like shape. In addition to being an important source of water and energy, this reservoir has become a popular tourist destination. It offers various activities such as sailing, fishing, and landscape observation, making it a perfect place to enjoy nature and the tranquility of the surroundings. The great hornbill is a bird native to Southeast Asia, known for its distinctive curved beak and prominent casque atop its beak. Its plumage is primarily black, while its face is a bright red. This bird is famous for its loud call, which can be heard over long distances, and is found in tropical forests where it plays an important role in seed dispersal. In Nebraska, there is an officially registered town with a census, a mayor's office, a library, and a single inhabitant, Elsie Eiler, who is simultaneously the mayor, the librarian, the bartender, and the only citizen. She issues her own liquor license and pays taxes to keep the town legally active. If you go to Manawai, you will literally be the most noticeable outsider there. In 1938, an episode called Popeye the Sailor Meets Sinbad the Sailor aired, in which Popeye fights a monster. However, an alternate, unaired version exists where Popeye uses a sword to cut off the villain's head, clearly animated and bloody. This cut was withdrawn from circulation because it was considered too violent for the time. Can a bear be an official member of an army? Yes, and his name was Wojtek. He was adopted by Polish soldiers in Iran and ended up traveling with them all the way to Italy. The most incredible thing, he carried ammunition crates in the middle of combat without fear of enemy fire. He ate the same food as the soldiers, drank beer, and liked to smoke cigarettes, although he didn't light them. Wojtek was promoted to corporal, received his salary and rations, and was decorated. Located in southern India, Oroville was founded as a utopian experiment where there is no private property, no currency, and no organized religion. The idea is to live in harmony, sharing resources, and guided by collective spiritual progress. The center of the village has a giant golden sphere called the Matrimandir, which functions as a meditation space. More than 50 nationalities live there, and no one can buy land or earn a salary. During the final years of the Third Reich, the desperation to win the war led to the creation of absurd occult projects. One of the most delusional was the so-called Occult Lebensborn project, in which, according to files leaked by defectors, an attempt was made to use fresh corpses and esoteric techniques to reanimate them. They supposedly blended Norse runes, pagan rituals, and experimental electrical technology. In the mountains of Portugal, there is a group of prehistoric houses called Casas do Penedo, literally built between and under rocks weighing hundreds of tons. They look like something out of the Flintstones, but they are habitable, real, and used by shepherds. Strangely enough, some have no electricity, cell phone service, or marked paths, but they are registered as legal addresses, living in a rock, and having it function as a home. Beyond the military, Hitler designed a plan called Operation Gomorrah, which included wiping out entire cities, out of personal revenge, architectural beauty, or cultural symbolism. Among those selected were Oxford, Paris, and Prague. The reason? He said they were too beautiful for enemies to live in. He even ordered some cathedrals to be bombed simply because they represented the soul of the enemy. In this frozen Alaskan village, the 200 inhabitants live in a single building called Baggage Towers. The supermarket, school, post office, church, and even the police station are all within the same complex. The reason? Storms and extreme cold prevent outdoor living. For weeks on end, people are unable to leave the building, so the entire village literally lives under the same roof. One of the lesser-known methods of Nazi espionage was the use of tactical theater teams. These were units specialized in infiltrating occupied villages, posing as Allied troops, refugees, or even priests. Their mission was to spread rumors, instill fear, or gain the trust of entire populations, and then betray them. On the island of Bali, the people of Trunyan have a macabre tradition. They neither bury nor cremate their dead. They are placed in open-air bamboo cages at the foot of an ancient tree called Taramanyan, which supposedly neutralizes the smell of decomposing bodies. The place is as disturbing as it is hypnotic. Human bones among flowers, skulls lined up by the lake, and a silence that seems sacred or cursed. At the 1912 Stockholm Olympics, Japanese athlete Shiso Kanekuri competed in the marathon, but due to extreme heat and lack of hydration, he collapsed along the way and was cared for by a Swedish family. Ashamed, he quietly returned to Japan without notifying the organizers, who officially reported him missing. Years passed, and in 1967 he was found by Swedish journalists who invited him to finish the marathon he had abandoned 55 years earlier. In the city of Tartu, there is a neighborhood called Supalin, which translates as Soup City. Why? Because all its streets are named after ingredients: Carrot Street, Potato Street, Pea Street, Onion Street. It's a bohemian town full of street art, spoon graffiti, food festivals, and murals with real recipes painted on the walls. The 1900 Paris Games were as chaotic as they were fascinating. In addition to traditional sports, they included completely random disciplines, such as hot air ballooning. Participants were evaluated on height, duration, and landing accuracy. Although it is not considered an official sport today, the organizers at that time included it as part of the Olympic program. On the volcanic island of Miyakojima, south of Tokyo, its 2,500 inhabitants live on one of the most active sulfur dioxide zones on the planet. Since the volcano erupted in 2000, the air has been so polluted that all residents must wear gas masks. Even to go to work or school, alarms sound every time the gas levels rise. And yet, no one wants to leave. Festima is a colorful festival celebrating the mysterious and fascinating African masks. It takes place in Dédougou, Burkina Faso, and brings together cultures from across West Africa. Dances, drums, and rituals fill the streets with ancient magic. The masks represent spirits, legends, and sacred traditions. It's a unique celebration where the past comes alive with every movement. The Shark Jet Ski is an innovative, shark-shaped water vehicle designed to travel both above and below water. It features a powerful engine that allows it to reach high speeds on the surface and dive to explore the underwater environment. Ideal for extreme water sports, it combines the thrill of jet skiing with the adventure of diving, offering a unique experience for those seeking adrenaline and marine exploration. The Christ the King of Poland, located in Świebodzin, is an imposing 108-foot-high statue, reaching 172 feet including the pedestal. Its height symbolizes Jesus' 33 years of life, surpassing the famous Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. Inaugurated in 2010, it was promoted by priest Sylwester Zawadzki. The mouse deer is a small and elusive mammal that lives in the forests of Southeast Asia. It is notable for its tiny size, with some adult specimens weighing no more than 4.4 pounds, making it one of the smallest ruminants in the world. Its mouse-like appearance with large ears and a compact body is perfectly adapted to its forested environment and herbivorous diet. George Iser, a gymnast from the United States, participated in the 1904 Games with a wooden leg. That same day, he competed in the parallel bars, vault, rope, horse, and vertical climbing. He won 6 medals, including 3 gold, all in less than 24 hours and without a real leg. Located in the Russian Arctic, Shoina is a coastal village where the desert takes over the houses. Literally, strong winds carry so much sand that the houses are buried up to the roof and the inhabitants have to dig tunnels to escape. Some days they wake up with no door, just a wall of sand. Yet people continue to live there, out of habit, out of madness, out of love for the extreme cold. Oscar Swan, a Swedish shooter, wasn't just an Olympian, he was a living legend. He competed for the first time in 1908 at the age of 60. He won gold. But the incredible thing is that at the 1920 Games, at the age of 72 and with a glass eye, he won the silver medal. In the 18th century, this small village claimed to have been attacked by a vampire named Sava Savanovich. The townspeople avoided going out at night, placed garlic in their windows, and told stories of how several people mysteriously bled to death. In 2012, when the house collapsed, the neighbors panicked, believing the vampire had been released. Helene Mayer was the Jewish fencer the Nazis used as a front for the 1936 Olympics. Exiled in the US, she was called in to project an image of inclusion that didn't exist. Although she won silver, she saluted Hitler with her arm raised. A political move disguised as sportsmanship, the coconut octopus was discovered using empty coconut shell halves as shields or portable shelters. It carries them along the seafloor and, when threatened, crawls inside and closes like a ninja clam. This is incredible because it involves planning, tools, and strategy. Rats emit ultrasonic laughter when they're playing, being tickled, or are happy. These giggles occur at 50 kilohertz, well above what the human ear can detect. And if you pet them where they like it, they stay still and emit more laughter, as if asking for more. And finally, the mantis shrimp has the most complex eyes in the animal kingdom. It can detect up to 16 different types of color receptors, while we only use 3, red, green, and blue. It sees ultraviolet, infrared, polarized light, and even patterns invisible to us. The crazy thing is that each eye can see independently in 3 different directions. The story of Courage and his owners in Nowhere, Kansas seems funny, until you learn it was loosely based on the true story of an elderly couple who disappeared in the 1950s in an isolated town in New Mexico. The Pattersons' bodies were never found, only their dog, who was found alone, alive, in the house. Police records mentioned that neighbors had reported strange lights, shadowy figures, and screams in the desert. The South American fishing bat has such a powerful echolocation system that when it detects fish, it emits high-pitched underwater squeals that sound like a distorted microphone. But what's surprising is that when you slow down the sound in the laboratory, it sounds like a deep human guttural. The Menin ritual, practiced by the Toraja community in Indonesia, is a profound act of respect for the ancestors. It involves digging up the deceased to cleanse them, change their clothes, and, in some cases, refurbish their coffins. This ritual is not only a funeral tradition, but a celebration of love and connection with one's ancestors. It is a way to honor the dead and maintain the bond with them, reinforcing the sense of community and respect for past generations. The Miller Lite controller is a unique device that merges a soft drink with a fully functional video game controller. Designed to perfectly mimic a traditional Miller Lite can, this gadget incorporates control buttons, triggers, and a directional pad into its structure. It also features Bluetooth technology for easy connection to computers and consoles, offering an innovative and original gaming experience. Victoria Lee is a prominent tattoo artist from China, famous for her mastery of realism in her work. She began her career in 2014 and has since gained recognition for her skill. Her specialties include portraits and highly detailed pieces that appear almost photographic, which has positioned her as a reference in the world of contemporary tattooing. Horn trimming is a common practice in livestock farming, primarily applied to young animals. Its purpose is to prevent injuries that they may cause to each other or to their caregivers. Removing or reducing horns at an early age minimizes pain and promotes safer coexistence within the group. Although it is a controversial measure, many ranchers consider it necessary to prevent accidents and facilitate cattle handling. Nemo 33, located in Brussels, is one of the deepest pools on the planet, with a depth of 113 feet. It contains approximately 660,000 gallons of water, maintained at a constant temperature of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. This diving center includes platforms at different levels, submerged tunnels, and a cylindrical pit that attracts both professional and enthusiast divers. The camel spider, also known as the solifuge, is an arachnid that lives in arid and desert areas. Although it is not poisonous, it has large chelicerae capable of inflicting painful bites. Its segmented body and long legs allow it to move with agility, reaching speeds of up to 16 kilometers per hour. Despite its intimidating appearance, it tends to avoid human contact. The sage grouse, also called the common sage grouse, is a large bird that lives in the dry regions of western North America. It is uniquely adapted to living among thickets of sagebrush, a plant it depends on for both food and shelter. Cats lack the ability to detect sweet tastes. This is due to a genetic mutation that deactivates the TS1R2 gene, which is essential for forming the sweet taste receptor. As a result, cats do not respond to sugar as many other mammals do. This characteristic reflects their evolution as strict carnivores, with no biological need to seek out sweet foods. Stephanie Millinger, born in Austria in 1992, is a contortionist and acrobat renowned for pushing the limits of the human body. Her fame is due to the impressive acrobatics she performs without safety equipment, even in extreme scenarios such as cliffs, skyscraper rooftops, or mid-flight on a paraglider. She has broken several world records and combines strength, flexibility, and control in every performance. Her work fuses risk with the aesthetics of movement. The International Kite Festival, held every June on the island of Fanø, Denmark, is one of the largest events of its kind. At this festival, thousands of people gather to fly around 20,000 kites on a stunning 8.7-mile beach. The event attracts visitors from around the world, who enjoy not only the colorful kite spectacle, but also aerial acrobatic displays and competitions. The Philippine clouded rat is a large rodent endemic to the island of Luzon. It can grow up to 30 inches in length and weigh more than 5.5 pounds. Its dense, colorful fur allows it to effectively camouflage itself in its natural environment. It lives in mountainous forests at altitudes of up to 7,200 feet, where it feeds primarily on plants. It is a nocturnal and solitary species, making it difficult to observe in its natural habitat. Dolphins go crazy on purpose. Some groups of dolphins in the wild have been seen passing pufferfish around like underwater cigarettes. The pufferfish releases a toxin when bitten. In high doses, it is lethal, but in small quantities, it induces a kind of trance. The dolphins know this. They bite it carefully, pass it to each other, and float in a state of total euphoria. Then they let it go. Indonesia is home to the largest number of active volcanoes on the planet, exceeding 130. Its territory lies in a seismic zone known as the Ring of Fire. Despite the risk, many communities thrive in its vicinity. The reason? The volcanic soil is extremely fertile. Crops grow easily in these mineral soils. Life among volcanoes is a balance between danger and abundance. Magawa was a giant African rat trained to detect mines in Cambodia. Thanks to her sense of smell, she saved lives, clearing more than 55 acres of land. She was awarded a gold medal for her bravery and humanitarian work. She passed away in 2022, leaving behind an unforgettable legacy of heroism. Pierre Brol, a French designer born in 1991, specializes in creating sculptures from recycled plexiglass. His works are deeply influenced by Impressionism and kinetic art, seeking not only to capture the essence of movement, but also to promote reflection on the importance of the slow life movement. The spider monkey is a primate that lives in the tropical rainforests of Central and South America. It is characterized by its extremely long arms and prehensile tail, which allows it to move nimbly through the trees and grasp objects with great precision. They live in social groups, which allows them to collaborate in the search for food, primarily fruit. The yellow watermelon is a rare variety distinguished by its yellow flesh instead of the traditional red. This is due to the absence of lycopene, the pigment responsible for watermelon's red color. Its flavor is sweeter and more syrupy compared to conventional watermelon. It is also an excellent source of water, vitamin A and vitamin C, making it a refreshing and nutritious option, ideal for consumption in warm climates. The long-neck avocado, also known as long neck, is an elongated variety that can grow up to 18 inches long. It is especially popular in Florida due to its size and distinctive flavor. Its flesh is creamy, dense, and sweet, making it ideal for a variety of recipes, from guacamole to salads and smoothies. The Simpsons characters have 4 fingers on each hand due to a focus on animation efficiency. This simplified style saves production time by reducing detail and facilitating movement. It also contributes to a clear and recognizable design, which is crucial for a series that has run for so many episodes. Guillaume Fontaine is a circus performer and slackliner, originally from Sherbrooke, Quebec, Canada. Since 2015, he has built a distinguished career in the sport, distinguished by his extreme skills and unique achievements. In 2018, he broke the world record for the longest highline traverse without falling, an impressive feat in the world of slacklining. He also set the record for the longest distance traveled on a unicycle while slacklining. The snowy owl is an Arctic bird of prey, easily recognizable by its white plumage, which provides excellent camouflage in its snowy environment. Its yellow eyes are a prominent feature of its face. This species is highly adaptable, as it can hunt both day and night, allowing it to take full advantage of the conditions of its polar habitat. The bullfrog is a species of giant frog native to North America. It is characterized by its impressive size, reaching up to 8 inches long and weighing more than 1.1 pounds. It is known for its ability to adapt to a variety of habitats, from ponds to larger bodies of water. Its diet includes a wide range of prey, from insects to small vertebrates, making it a very effective hunter. Barbie Jeep racing is an extreme activity that began as a joke, but quickly became a popular competition in the United States. It involves adults descending hills in Barbie Jeep-like toy vehicles, which are modified to support the weight of the participants and withstand impacts. In certain Indian cultures, bathing in cow urine is practiced due to its purported healing and spiritual properties. In Hinduism, the cow is a sacred animal that symbolizes life and fertility, and its excretions are believed to have beneficial effects on both physical and spiritual health. Although this practice is controversial and not common in all regions, it is a traditional ritual in some places. The naked mole rat is a subterranean rodent native to the Horn of Africa. Its appearance is peculiar, with almost hairless, wrinkled, pinkish-brown skin. It has tiny eyes and small ears, which makes it look even more unusual. These rats live in underground colonies and are known for their longevity and resistance to pain, as they possess unique biological characteristics, such as the ability to resist cancer. The €0 banknote is a souvenir issued by the European Union, with no monetary value, designed exclusively as a memento. Although it is not legal tender, it features security features such as holograms and watermarks, similar to authentic banknotes. Each banknote is personalized with images of monuments, landmarks, or important events, making it a popular collectible among tourists and coin collectors. The exoskeleton of scorpions fluoresces due to the presence of chemicals. This property allows them to better defend themselves, as by glowing under ultraviolet light, they can scare off predators or attract prey. Furthermore, it is believed that fluorescence could play a role in regulating their body temperature. The green heron is a small heron found in wetlands, mangroves, and swampy areas of the Americas. Measuring approximately 17 inches in length, it stands out for its blue-green plumage and elegant demeanor. This species is known for its agility when hunting, using its long beak to catch fish and small invertebrates. It adapts well to humid environments and is commonly seen in coastal and riverine areas. The famous Shrek Swamp has been recreated in great detail and is now available to book through Airbnb. Located in the Scottish Highlands, this rustic mud and moss-covered retreat captures the essence of the beloved Green Ogre's home. The cabin offers a unique and immersive experience, ideal for fans of the animated series. In Shenzhen, China, during the traditional Dragon Boat Festival, a stunning nighttime display took place. Nearly 100 perfectly coordinated drones lit up the sky, forming the dynamic figure of a colossal dragon that seemed to dance among the stars. This technological display combined art, culture, and modernity into an unforgettable visual experience. Harvestmen are creatures belonging to the arachnid group, easily recognizable by their long, thin legs that contrast with their small, rounded bodies. Unlike spiders, they do not show a clear division between their body segments, giving them a more unified appearance. Their curious appearance and slow gait have earned them popular names such as Patonas or Reapers. The largest Rubik's Cube in the world is located in the Nina Mall in Hong Kong and has been recognized by the Guinness World Records for its astonishing dimensions, nearly 8.2 feet per side. Despite its colossal size, this cube is fully functional and was designed to be manipulated by several people at the same time. Tom Harker's paintings explore meaning in a world saturated with images and mediated experiences. He uses sources such as iPhone photos, social media, film, and classical art without hierarchies. His art disrupts visual confusion with the physical presence of the paintbrush. Each image holds complex stories that he reinterprets into new connections. In this way, he creates nonlinear narratives that invite us to look beyond the obvious. Paracetamol ice cream represents an ingenious medical solution designed to make it easier to administer this drug to children. Designed especially for children who tend to reject pills or syrups, this ice cream retains the active ingredient in paracetamol, but in a more palatable format. Its cold presentation can also relieve discomfort associated with fever or sore throat. The loop of death was a revolutionary maneuver in artistic gymnastics, introduced by Soviet athlete Olga Korbut at the 1972 Munich Olympic Games. This risky figure involves standing on the top bar of the uneven bars, executing a backflip, and then grabbing the same bar again. However, due to the high risks to the gymnast, the International Gymnastics Federation decided to ban it from official competitions. At the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico lies an astonishing natural phenomenon known as the Jacuzzi of Despair. This curious underwater lake has waters with an extremely high concentration of salt, which prevents them from mixing with the surrounding seawater. The result is a striking illusion of a lake within the ocean. On certain beaches along the Baltic Sea in Finland, you can observe a strange natural phenomenon known as ice eggs. These spherical formations occur under very specific weather conditions, such as sub-zero temperatures and gentle but constant waves. The water freezes around small fragments that rotate with the movement of the sea, forming rounded shapes. The Global Coin and Banknote Society recognized the Mexican 50 peso banknote as the most impressive in the world, granting it a special award for its exceptional design. This distinction highlighted the unique beauty of this piece of national currency, consolidating it as an artistic reference in the international numismatic field. American artist Brad Spencer has gained fame for his original approach to using bricks as a raw material for his sculptures. By blending classic construction methods with a unique artistic perspective, he creates pieces that not only stand out as art, but also blend harmoniously with the surrounding urban and architectural landscape. His work redefines the relationship between sculpture and public space. Artist Brian Detmer transforms old books into sculptures worth a fortune. With surgical precision, he cuts, carves, and sculpts pages to reveal incredible hidden forms. Each work resembles a universe hidden among letters and illustrations. What was once a reading object is now pure visual art. From Atlanta, he creates unique pieces that astonish the art world. It takes approximately 12,000 worker bees to produce 1 liter of honey. Each of them contributes only 1/12 of a teaspoon, reflecting the extraordinary cooperation and efficiency that characterizes the entire colony. This teamwork is essential to the success of the hive and the constant production of honey. In 1995, Nintendo launched a device called the Virtual Boy, which represented one of the first forays into the world of virtual reality applied to video games. This console sought to immerse players in a three-dimensional environment, although its technology was quite limited for the time. Despite its innovation, it failed to gain widespread popularity due to several technical and design drawbacks. The chameleon's eyes have an extraordinary characteristic. They move independently of each other. Thanks to this ability, they can scan 2 different areas simultaneously, giving them almost complete vision around their body, close to 360 degrees. This feature helps them detect prey and threats very effectively in their natural environment. Andoni Bastarrica, originally from the Basque country in Spain, is a self-trained sculptor who has distinguished himself by creating impressive, hyper-realistic sand sculptures. His passion for this art form was born in 2010 while playing with his daughters on the seashore. Since then, he has developed his skill using only simple elements such as his hands, small sticks, and feathers. In Guilin, China, lies the famous Reed Flute Cave, a natural spectacle formed over millions of years. This site is adorned with spectacular stalactites, stalagmites, and limestone columns that look like works of art carved by time. The combination of these formations creates a magical atmosphere that attracts visitors from all over the world. Starfish do not have blood in the conventional sense, as they lack a circulatory system comparable to that of vertebrates. Instead of blood, they use an aquifer vascular system that allows them to move nutrients and oxygen through their bodies using water. This unique adaptation is critical to their survival in the marine environment. By perching on power lines, some birds avoid electrocution because their bodies do not create a voltage difference. Without this difference, the electric current cannot flow through them, allowing them to stay safe. This peculiarity allows them to rest on these lines without harm, despite the high voltage present. In Che Province, within Taishu County, China, lies the majestic Rui Bridge. This construction stands out for its outstanding design and great visual impact. Its presence is a notable example of modern engineering applied in the region, making it an important architectural landmark. The figure of Jesus of Nazareth fallen, carved by Saint Bartholomew Becerra, is one of the most revered pieces during Holy Week in Guatemala. This artwork depicts Christ at the moment he succumbs under the weight of the cross as he walks toward Calvary. The sculpture stands out for its realism and intense expression of pain, reflecting the profound humanity of the Savior at that crucial moment. The Kuan Dole, commonly known as the Asian wild dog, is a carnivorous mammal that lives in groups and displays a great capacity for adaptation. It is found mainly in the forested and mountainous areas of South and Southeast Asia, where it forms complex social structures to survive and hunt efficiently. Snails belonging to the genus Conus, popularly called cone snails, are mollusks that live in warm marine environments, especially in coral reef ecosystems. These creatures are notable for their distinctive shell and their presence in tropical areas, where they are an important part of marine biodiversity. The Leucopsarian pteridacea, known in Japan as a delicacy fish, is consumed in a variety of ways. One of the most surprising ways is when it is served alive, in a practice known as origi. It can also be prepared boiled, fried, or dried, depending on local culinary tradition. This fish is prized for its mild flavor and nutritional benefits. In addition to its flavor, its versatility in Japanese cuisine makes it a popular ingredient. Lowe's Corner, located on the Monaco circuit, is one of the most famous corners in Formula One. With a tight U shape, it is the slowest corner in the championship, requiring drivers to reduce their speed to approximately 28 miles per hour. Their challenge lies in the need for extreme precision when taking turns, which requires special adjustments to the vehicle's steering. Likoi cats are an unconventional breed, known for their sparse, coarse fur, especially on their faces, which gives them an unusual appearance. Their patchy coat gives them an appearance reminiscent of mythological creatures or even horror characters, such as werewolves. This peculiar appearance makes them a fascinating and somewhat mysterious breed, attracting both admirers and those intrigued by their uniqueness. Randy Tadalid from Manado, Indonesia, is a talented barber and designer who has gained fame for turning his clients' hair clippings into detailed celebrity portraits. Using cut hair as her primary material, she creates unique works of art that reflect her skill and creativity in the world of styling and art. The golden poison dart frog, native to the rainforests of the Colombian Pacific, is one of the most striking and dangerous creatures in the animal kingdom. Measuring only about 5 centimeters, its intense golden yellow color acts as a warning signal for its potent venom. This combination of beauty and toxicity makes it a fascinating example of natural adaptation. Giraffe Manor, located in Nairobi, Kenya, is a boutique hotel that stands out for providing an unparalleled experience to its visitors. This exclusive accommodation allows guests to enjoy their meals while curious giraffes poke their heads through the windows in search of a snack. This close interaction with nature makes Giraffe Manor a unique and memorable destination for those who visit. On Awaji Island, Japan, there's a theme park dedicated to the legendary monster Godzilla, offering an unforgettable experience for fans of Japanese cinema. The star attraction is a colossal Godzilla sculpture measuring over 394 feet in length, where visitors can ride a zip line that makes them appear to be sucked into the creature's gigantic open mouth. German Shepherds stand out as ideal dogs for police work thanks to their remarkable intelligence and learning ability. Furthermore, their strength, speed, discipline, and loyalty make them irreplaceable companions for law enforcement forces around the world. This combination of qualities positions them as the preferred breed for surveillance and protection work. The Hexadron helicopter, known as Hexa, is an innovative electric aircraft capable of vertical takeoff and landing, developed by Lift Aircraft. Designed for a single occupant, this aerial vehicle is equipped with 18 propellers mounted on 6 arms, ensuring stable and safe flight thanks to its redundant design. This technology represents a significant advance in personal aerial transport. The capuchin monkey, a member of the Cebus genus, is a primate native to Central and South America, recognized for its high cognitive ability and motor skills. Its face, with highly expressive features, gives it an appearance that is often reminiscent of humans, making it a fascinating species for the study of animal behavior. In March 2025, Crocs and the famous candy brand Haribo joined forces to create the exclusive Garibo Classic Clock, a limited edition shoe. This model features a design inspired by the 50 Goldars gummy bears, featuring a transparent upper that mimics the texture of the candy. Furthermore, its bright color palette evokes traditional Haribo flavors, making this shoe a unique and eye-catching piece. In the heart of the Banggai Archipelago, off Pelin Island in Indonesia, lies Lake Pasupok, a natural treasure of great beauty. Its crystalline waters are so clear that they clearly reveal sunken logs and rock formations on the bed, offering a stunning visual spectacle for those who visit. This aquatic wonder stands out for its purity and serenity amidst the tropical environment. Boots made from crocodile skin are recognized for their elegant style, outstanding durability, and unique surface. These pieces are valued as exclusive products within the luxury market, given the complex artisanal process required and the high price of the raw material used. Their exclusivity makes them symbols of status and sophistication. The fruit of the Borassus flabellifer palm tree appears as a large drupe, measuring up to 6 inches in diameter. Its outer shell is tough and dark, ranging in color from black to deep brown. Inside, it houses a fibrous pulp with orange-yellow hues, characterized by its sweetness and intense aroma when ripe. The tiger shark is among the most impressive and easily identifiable specimens of the shark group worldwide. Its size can extend up to 18 feet in length, while its weight ranges between 838 and 1,322 pounds, making it a formidable marine predator. In a charming German town located in the Black Forest region, there is a group of homes that seem to blend into nature, resembling real trees. This resort, called Baumhausdorf, features 10 houses elevated to a height of 15 feet, supported by log-like structures made from native white fur. The kimono is a classic Japanese garment distinguished by its straight silhouette, full sleeves, and distinctive T-shaped design. This garment is wrapped around the body and secured with a wide sash called an obi, which not only serves a practical purpose but is also an essential decorative element in the aesthetics of the outfit. Kelvin Helmholtz clouds are rare atmospheric phenomena that resemble ocean waves forming in the sky. They appear when a layer of warm, light air slides over a cooler, denser layer moving at different speeds, causing instability that generates these wavy curls, similar to a series of crests of water stirred by the wind. Meet Corleo, a next-generation quadruped robot created by the Japanese company Kawasaki. This mechanical horse was introduced as an alternative personal transportation solution for uneven terrain during the Osaka Kansai 2025 Expo. Designed to be ridden by humans, Corleo fuses motorcycle engineering with advanced robotic systems, providing a futuristic and versatile form of transportation. The Sumaya Museum, located in Mexico City, is a prominent private art institution. Its most iconic building, located in Plaza Carso and inaugurated in 2011, was designed by architect Fernando Romero in collaboration with the renowned Frank Gehry. The futuristic structure, covered with more than 16,000 hexagonal aluminum plates, houses a vast collection of works by European masters such as Rodin, Dali, and Van Gogh. The Wilson Airless Basketball is a revolutionary ball developed with 3D printing technology. Unlike traditional balls, it contains no air or internal bladder, completely eliminating the need for inflation. Its structure is formed by an open weave that maintains the proper shape and bounce, offering consistent performance every time. The Tulum Jungle Gym is an open-air gym located on the Caribbean Sea, on the beaches of Tulum, Mexico. This unique training center allows visitors to work out surrounded by nature, under palm trees and overlooking the ocean. Its rustic design is inspired by the Stone Age, with hand-built equipment using wood, rocks, bamboo, and rope, making for a unique aesthetic and functional experience. Krishna's Butterball is a striking geological formation located in Mahabalipuram in the state of Tamil Nadu, India. This enormous granite boulder, measuring approximately 20 feet high by 16 feet wide and weighing nearly 275 tons, balances precariously on a rocky slope, seemingly defying the laws of physics. In the town of Yamshan, in Yangon Province, China, lies the Yanning Dafeng Dream Maze, an impressive maze that holds the Guinness World Record for the largest fixed maze in the world. This monumental structure attracts visitors from all over, who venture forth along its complex paths designed to challenge their sense of direction and ingenuity. On Aoshima Island, the feline population far outnumbers the human population. Just a handful of residents live alongside more than 100 cats who have become the true owners of the place. Originally, these felines were introduced to combat the mouse infestation, but over time, they decided to settle permanently. Today, the island is known as Cat Paradise, where these animals enjoy complete freedom and dominate their surroundings. The saltwater crocodile has the strongest bite force ever documented in the animal kingdom. This giant reptile can exert extremely high pressure when closing its jaws, far surpassing any other terrestrial or aquatic creature. Its ability to bite with such power allows it to capture and subdue large prey, cementing it as one of the most feared predators in its natural habitat. The mudskipper is a fascinating creature that lives in mangroves and intertidal areas of Southeast Asia and Africa. This animal has the ability to move out of the water using its pectoral fins as legs. It is also able to climb tree roots and survive out of water thanks to its moist skin and a special chamber in its gills that allows it to breathe air. Turkey is home to a unique natural phenomenon, black roses that sprout spontaneously thanks to the waters of the Euphrates River. These exceptional flowers, of a rare, dark color, grow in the town of Halfiti, located in the southeast of Sanlurfa province. This region is notable for being the only place on the planet where this rare variety of rose blooms naturally. Shibazakura Garden in Japan is renowned for its spectacular spring display of flowering mosses, also known as cherry blossom mosses. Each year, vast expanses are covered with these tiny flowers, which paint the landscape with an intense palette of vivid colors, creating a visually striking setting that is highly appreciated by visitors and photographers. The filming of the iconic scene where Tom Cruise runs alone through the deserted Times Square in Vanilla Sky cost close to $1 million. This high cost was mainly due to the complex logistics and permits required to close one of the busiest urban areas on the planet, even if only during the early hours of the day. Some crustaceans, known as barnacles, live permanently attached to other marine organisms. These creatures cannot move on their own, so they need to attach themselves to animals such as turtles, whales, or certain crabs to survive. They achieve this thanks to a powerful natural adhesive that allows them to remain firmly on the surface of their host. The Stein Winter Supercargo 2040 truck looks more like a futuristic beast than a simple transport, designed to move gigantic loads like airplanes or industrial machinery. It combines brute strength with surprising maneuverability. Its hydraulic system allows it to lift tons with ease, while its robust chassis guarantees stability even during complicated maneuvers. Dinotomic pushes art to the limits, creating stunning works using gunpowder and fire as paintbrushes. With almost magical precision, he burns surfaces to bring to life fantastical portraits and figures that seem to rise from the ashes. His technique, as risky as it is fascinating, transforms the chaos of fire into controlled beauty. Each work is a blend of danger, talent, and pure creativity. The mangosteen, nicknamed the Queen of Fruits, is a tropical treasure with a purple rind hiding a juicy white flesh with a unique flavor. Its blend of sweetness and acidity makes it irresistibly refreshing, like a hug between citrus and exoticism. Beyond its taste, it's a bombshell of vitamin C and antioxidants, ideal for taking care of your body. The Red Bull F1 drone is a technological gem that brings the speed and design of Formula One to the air. With an ultralight yet strong structure and an advanced propulsion system, this drone not only flies fast but handles with astonishing precision. Equipped with high-resolution cameras, it offers a first-person experience, immersing drivers and spectators in the action. The Victoria water lily is an aquatic wonder straight out of a fairy tale, with floating leaves that can reach up to 3 meters in diameter and withstand the weight of a person. Native to the rivers of South America, especially the Amazon, it has a unique structure that distributes weight thanks to its veins. Its large, ephemeral flowers open at night, brilliant white, filling the air with a sweet scent to attract pollinating beetles. The transparent saltfish is an amazing ocean dweller whose almost invisible body allows it to blend in with its surroundings and escape predators. It lives in temperate and tropical waters around the world, moving with a curious jet propulsion system where it absorbs and expels water. Despite its jellyfish-like appearance, it is actually a tunicate, a type of animal closer to vertebrates. The female octopus can lay up to 500,000 eggs and becomes the ocean's most dedicated guardian. She doesn't eat, doesn't move much, and simply protects her future offspring with total devotion. When they hatch, the tiny octopuses ascend like brave explorers of the sea, a truly epic underwater motherhood. The first official Marvel film was Howard the Duck in 1986, although earlier, in 1944, Timely Comics, which would later become Marvel, had released a Captain America film. This little-remembered 1944 film marked Marvel's first steps into cinema. Curiously, in Avengers Endgame, Howard the Duck makes a brief appearance during the epic final battle as a tribute to its cinematic roots. The Parasitus colossus, a primitive whale from the Eocene discovered in Peru, was the largest creature to inhabit the seas. With an estimated weight between 85 and 340 tons, it even surpassed the blue whale. Its dense bones suggest this marine colossus may have been even larger than its modern successor. The most crucial animal on the planet? The humble bee. With every buzz, it ensures the life of fruits, vegetables, and flowers. Without it, many ecosystems would collapse. It's small, yes, but it holds the world with its wings. The Fengdu Hell Gate is a peculiar tourist attraction in China, a theme park that represents hell in Chinese mythology. It's filled with statues and representations of demons and lost souls. And it's said that souls must pass through here to reach the afterlife. Orangutans are the largest primates in the world and spend almost their entire lives among tree branches. The most incredible thing is that they use tools. They can use branches to catch food and even large leaves as improvised umbrellas when it rains.